Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Noelle and I do unboxings here, mostly lifestyle subscription boxes, but also some stationery, books, beauty, jewelry, travel, home decor, gift boxes, even a dash of Disney. So if you enjoy unboxings, I do hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the notification bell. And as always, if you're already subscribed, thank you so much for being here and welcome back. Today I am so excited to get to share with you the spring My Trove Box. My Trove Box is a beautiful, thoughtfully curated home decor subscription. It is $199.95 per season. If you are able to do an annual subscription, you will save $100 over the course of the year. Right now, the winter box, which is the first one that I opened, in fact, I'll leave a link to that video right up here. You can get $25 off of the winter box using the code WINTER25, but that's only until the end of April. I'll leave all of that information for you in the description box below. I don't have a code for this spring box, but it does look like it might sell out. So if you are interested in getting your hands on one of these, you definitely don't want to delay. I do also have a code for you for the marketplace if you want to buy any of the items individually, and that is hinoel15. That will get you 15% off items in the marketplace. That does not include free shipping, and that code is good through the end of May. Again, I'll leave all of that information for you below. But let's go ahead and dive into this ginormous box. I was so excited to get home from my little vacation and see this waiting for me. So it is very big. I'll do my best to show you what it looks like as we open it up, but I know that we'll have lots of goodies to unpack. You always know all of the items that are going to be in there, so it's not like a surprise, which I actually really appreciate, especially with some of the more costly boxes. That's not going to be something that you don't think you'll use necessarily. So inside, I'm just seeing some beautiful blue tissue paper and a nice My Trove sticker. I really can't show you too much more detail. There's a little bit of crumpling around the edges on the tissue paper, but hopefully I can just situate it right here so that I can get into the box and all of its gorgeous contents without too much trouble. But now I have to do that part that you know I hate to do, which is to rip the sticker open. But now I can see what is inside, and this was kindly sent to me for review by Corinne, so thank you again to My Trove Box. So right on top, I'm just seeing a bunch of this like packing paper, so I'll go ahead and get rid of that. And then I'm also seeing that they have changed it up. So the first time I got this box, there was a really beautiful magazine that they had put together, but in line with their values of being really green, being really conscious about getting sustainably sourced items, it says we've gone greener. So there is still a little bit of paper, which I'm very thankful for, so that I can at least tell you about the products in here. But obviously there's going to be a lot more information online, because it looks like that is where the that's where the magazine has moved. There is like a little QR code, and of course you can just scan that with your phone so you can go to it. So it just has a little message for us. It says, "Hello, in keeping with My Trove Box's social and environmental values, we are transitioning from paper to sharing our quarterly magazine online. Now you can read the magazine anywhere. Want the latest news from our founders, styling suggestions for your 2021 spring box items, Q&A with our featured artisans and designers, as well as some easy and timely decor tips, download our quarterly magazine." And it just actually gives you the web address as well, if that's easier for you than using the QR code if you prefer to read it on your reader or on your laptop, for example. But they did include a little description of each of the items here on the back of the sheet, and that's what I will reference for you as we go through. But it looks like we have some beautiful items, and she does include the retail values as well as all the sort of like specs in terms of the dimensions, where the items are produced as well, and a little bit about the care to make sure that you take care of these gorgeous items. And just a quick heads up, I know some of you guys have always asked me about the things that I have in the background. That gorgeous gray tray and little box, that is from the winter collection, so you can get your hands on those items as well as a few more if you go ahead and use that code right now. So the first thing that I'm seeing is actually a repeat, because I think it was a fan favorite in the winter box, and that is a gorgeous candle, and they come in these really pretty boxes. And so there were two variations. There were the soy candles in collaboration with Neon Apothecary, and you could have either gotten the Taluine scent, which was saffron, cedar, clove, tonka, and citrus, and that is, I believe, what I got. That's the black vessel. Or you could have gotten the Epernay, which is champagne, fruit, fruit, eucalyptus, and musk, and that was in a white vessel. And she was kind enough to send me both in the last curation, and I have to admit I loved both of them. I really loved the white one though, which was kind of surprising based on the description of the fragrance notes. I thought I would really love the black one, and I also just like kind of love black decor, but I did keep the vessels. So actually, even though the box is black, it looks like I got the white one. So that was really actually kind of fun that I was telling you how I like the white scent better, and that is what I got. So that is the Epernay. So it just comes in this beautiful vessel, and I just kind of put a My Trove Box sticker on it. Sometimes that comes a little bit bubbly, but it's really easy to like slowly and carefully kind of smooth that out. And I was also able to take the sticker off of one of the vessels just because I wanted to use it and have it out and not make it confusing because it's not a candle anymore. But it just has this really nice lid, one of those ones that kind of like suctions closed. And this one smells so good. And again, I just think the simple white vessel is so perfect for spring, but really year round in all honesty. So I'm so excited that I got the white one. I'm thrilled about that. Each of these have a value of $30. And they last for a really long time unless you're like me and you just burn them constantly because they smell so amazing. All right, let's see what else we have got. We have got something in another beautiful little blue box. So let me see what this is. It's got like that nice closure. Whoops. Hopefully I don't, oh, this is the puzzle. So this is the Jack puzzle by Craig Hill, and I'm a little bit nervous about this. So I'm gonna have to ask her for some tips before I actually take it apart. It's very, very weighty. So it came in this little like foam base, and it's really cool, you guys. It's nice and heavy, and of course, you know, I love the gold. It looks so great on a bookshelf, but it actually comes apart, and then you have to figure out how to put it back together. So I'm definitely not gonna do that on camera until I take a few photos at least for over on Instagram, and I am a little bit behind on all of that because of that little vacation that I mentioned. But let's read a little bit more about it. It's a 3x3, so that's a better probably idea for you in terms of the size. It's very weighty. It's made of solid cartridge brass, and it says it has bullnose ends, lathe cut. It weighs approximately 1 pound. It is made in the US, and it says for the care, just wipe clean with a dry soft cloth, but there are no like hints there. So like I said, I am going to have to ask Corinne for some hints, but maybe there's some hints in this little, so there's some hints in here, but I never do good with like diagrams like this where like they make it look so easy, or when you see someone do it, it looks so easy. I have a feeling it's one of those puzzles where once you know the trick, like you can do it really quickly and sort of like amaze your house guests, but until that time, it's just gonna frustrate me. But I kind of love tactile puzzles like this. I've been trying to do a little bit more of that, things that get you off of your screen for a while. So maybe I'll give it a shot before I actually reach out to Corinne or check out the actual instructions. But this has a retail value, like I said, of $95. So this is an example of something that I would probably totally admire in a home decor store, but not necessarily pick up for myself. But the fact that you then get that in a subscription box like this makes it so fun. And like I said, it's a very like clean, very modern, very beautiful accent on any bookshelf. So I am really excited about that, and a little, like I said, a little bit nervous, but we'll just have to see how we do with it. So the next thing I'm seeing, everything is packaged really well. Now this one is probably going to take me a little bit of time, and I believe that this is the beautiful vase. Now, as she was kind of doing spoilers and releasing all of the items that were going to be in this curation, I just kept commenting over on Instagram like, do you just want everything in my background to be from my Trove Box? Because everything that she has in this curation is totally something that I would pick out for myself, that I would absolutely use. And I'm really excited about this vase because it is so, so pretty, you guys. And of course, I have to be super careful with opening it up so that I don't have any disasters on camera, because this is pretty heavyweight too. So this is the L'Empire Bouquet vase. It's in medium size by L'Impatience Ceramics. So look how gorgeous this is. It's so pretty, kind of matte. It's a little more cream than I was expecting, but I love the like very little lip that kind of comes in, and then it has like this very smooth edge on it. There's no real like foot to it, but I just think this is gonna be so beautiful with any bouquet, some tulips. She's been styling it with some gorgeous lilies, and I just think this is such a nice touch that's gonna work with so many different styles and homes and palettes, and it's beautiful, and you can tell that it's definitely handmade. It's got a nice shiny glaze on the inside. It's almost like a celadon green on the inside, but maybe that's just my really poor lighting that I've got going on right now. So like I said, this is probably my favorite item in the entire box this time. So it says that it is 7 inches high, and it has the opening is just 2 1/4, but it's actually 4 inches wide at the bottom. It says made in white stoneware. The clay is exposed on the outside while the inside is coated with a shiny clear glaze visible up to the rim. So that's good, because then of course you can actually put water in it. It says it is hand thrown on a potter's wheel. It is made in the US. It says handle with care, wipe clean with cloth, and has a retail value of $60, which is absolutely, I think, a fair price for this. And again, she works with artisans and makes sure that they are getting paid fairly, and you're still getting an amazing discount on these items if you were to go into a design shop and buy them on your own. Getting them bundled together like this in the subscription box is fantastic in terms of value, but also knowing that you're getting things that are ethically sourced and made. So let's see what else we have got. I know we've got a couple more items. I just have to kind of toss all the paper on the ground, which, guys, I always have to do so much cleanup after the fact. So here we have something else, and this is kind of something that I had my eye on for my husband, who probably like many of us just tends to empty his pockets as soon as he comes home. And so I have all kinds of like catch-alls and valets all over the house just to sort of try to like rein that in a little bit. So let me see if I can get this bubble wrap open. So this is the Nocturne Catch-All Valet Tray by Craig Hill. So they are the makers of the Jack puzzle as well. So it's 7.5 inches by 11 by another 3/4. It's American black walnut. I actually love walnut. I feel like we've had so many years of very like light colored woods being very on trend. I love the return to sort of like darker woods like walnut. This is milled and finished in the US, and of course you can just wipe it clean with a dry cloth, and this has a value of $88. But look at the grain of that wood, you guys. That is so pretty, and it does have that little divider right there, so you could have like a his and hers side if you wanted to have this like by your door. But I will totally use this. Like I said, I love having catch-alls throughout my house, and I just think this one is so pretty and so simple. And I really love, like, I like to think of myself as having a very like modern and clean aesthetic, but I feel like when you add wood touches, it keeps it from getting too cold and too minimalist. So that's why I like stuff like this, where it is made out of wood, but it is still very simple, and it's just a great size too, where I feel like anyone will be able to use it. So I think we have just a couple more items. Let me see if I can find them. I know I'm looking for some Thai kitchen garden shears, and I think this is them. They came in this nice burlap sack. So yes, this is by Verve Culture. And you guys, if you've been watching my channel for any amount of time, you know that I do try to have fresh flowers for you in the background. I've been having that orchid that my mom just gave me in the background for the last few shoots, just because I have been away. So I have to get back to getting my fresh flowers, so you have something to look at. But these are great. I did have to invest in some shears because I found myself, you know, you can't really kill your like kitchen scissors with cutting the stalks of some of those bigger flowers, which is totally what I was doing with like my big like hydrangea stalks, and even tulips have pretty big stalks. So I had to get some good garden shears, and now I'm really excited to have another pair. And these, though, you have to keep in really good condition and actually have professionally sharpened when it does come time for that. So it says made with stainless steel blades and Pradu wood or rosewood handles. This is made in Thailand, and it says clean with a soft clean cloth after each use to remove debris and dust. And I do that anyway with the shears that I already have. It says check blades for sharpness regularly and check tension as well, and then of course go to have them sharpened professionally when necessary, so they keep on working. This has a retail value of $38. So this is really lovely. These are very like, you feel very fancy. I feel like I need like a gardening hat and everything. I don't have a garden, I don't have a green thumb, but I will still get lots of use out of these in doing my flower arrangements. So it just has a little latch here to keep them closed when you're not using them, and then they have a nice spring mechanism, and it seems like those are going to be pretty sharp and gonna do some quick business for me when it comes to cutting those stalks to just the right length and putting together my arrangements. But it's a really comfortable handle, I feel like, as well, and it seems very well made. So really excited about these shears as well. And then the final thing that we have is something that was also a repeat from past boxes because they have, again, been such a fan favorite. And that is the My Trove tote bags, which are great for just using for your shopping. Again, very like eco-friendly. They do have a nice base to them, so you can put quite a bit in there, especially in terms of groceries. And now I have 2 from the last box, and I think there's actually 2 in here. Yes, there's 2 in here as well. So now I have a full set of 4. So I feel like I can definitely use them for my big grocery shopping days where I'm going to a bunch of places, and I'll just feel that much more put together that all of mine match, and they have this nice like rustic feel. And I also really love the handles on these because they are super duper soft. So a lot of the times you get those other like canvas straps and they're like kind of dig into your shoulders and they don't feel like they're as well attached, but these are very well attached, and you can kind of see they're like more round and, like I said, very soft, and they do fit over your shoulder really well. So these are, again, the My Trove Jute reusable farmers market bags. They have a dimension of 16 by 13 by 7, and the handles have a 10-inch drop. And it says they're made of premium jute and lightly treated with wax coating for waterproofing. I didn't realize that they were like slightly waterproof, which is awesome. It says tall rolled hands for hand or shoulder carry handles. Lightweight, roomy, and sturdy. These are actually made in India, and it says you can actually wipe these clean with a slightly damp cloth. I did not realize that either, but that is good to know because that's something that I'm like kind of a stickler about that. I like things to look clean and pristine. So when I get like a bag that I can't wash, I'm kind of bummed. So I'm really glad to know that I can kind of clean those a little bit. These have a retail value of $15 each, so we got $30 worth of reusable bags, which is great. And I feel like just kind of a bonus with the 5 items that were also in this curation. But let's just talk about what all of those items were one more time. We got the gorgeous Valet in walnut by Craig Hill, and that had a value of $88, which is awesome. We got our Jack puzzle, which had a value of $95. So just in those 2 items alone, you're getting your value of the box. We got our Thai kitchen and garden shears, which had a value of $38. The gorgeous vase, which again is my favorite item in the entire box, which had a value of $60. And then you got one of the candles, either the black or the white, and I did get the white vessel, which is the Epernay, which has the champagne fruit, eucalyptus, and musk scent, which is a little bit, like I said, a little bit lighter, I felt like, than the Tallouine, even though I loved both of them. Let me know in the comments below what you all thought of this spring curation. Like I said, it does look like it is going to sell out, so if you are interested in getting your hands on this, getting this great value, definitely check it out sooner than later. If you still want to get your hands on that winter collection so we can be twinsies, you can do that as well. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and hopefully I see you all very, very soon in my next unboxing.